tomorrow for me is, I mean, it's great because, man, it's just the Rumble is just sitting there all alone, just to be to be enjoyed.
That is
And
true.
I got the Motor City Machine Guns in the best 2 out of 3, which I can't
Yes,
wait
that's
to
right.
fucking watch.
I was going to ask you
I'm
about that.
really looking forward to Cody and KO in the ladder match. And it'll be too late when this comes out, but Cody, please fucking be smart and don't get hurt. Um, I know he wants to go out there and fucking prove to the world that he's the greatest. I'm going to text him when I get off the show tonight and tell him, "You're the greatest. I promise you, don't get hurt." Um, and then I think I'm going to go with CM Punk
For the
as my
Rumble?
choice in the men's rumble, and how does Jax not win the women's rumble?
Well, it's like the Andre thing, right? It becomes a foregone conclusion. But wait, but don't go off the men's yet. Don't you think with the, I mean, this is the Cena year, right?
Right? Too,
You're not gonna have him
no,
made it.
it's too soon because if you give it to him, then it's like he he's gonna because the whole thing is he's tied with Flair with 16 world championships.
Right.
So the to me, he'll be the if it was me booking, he would win on his last opportunity possible to break the record of 17. And he would leave on a win just the same way he left and never turned heel. That's just how I would do it. Because
But by
everybody knows if we even go back to the last story with Kraft, fucking there's nothing like a happy ending.
it's so polluted my mind. Anytime I see Bob Kraft now, all I think about is him laying in a towel and getting tugged.
Wonder if it was from behind, like that fucking I remember one time I went to one of those, and so to smarten up your boys, like if you, like, there's a lot, like every once in a while, man, it's hard to get them a fucking get some deep tissue work, and you'll hear about so and so at this place actually fucking gives a good massage. So you're like, all right. So when you go in there and they say, "Oh, I'll be right back," and you come back and you're laying face down and you got your underwear on, they ain't touching the jewels because they're figuring that you're leaving your underwear on to cover your badge. So they won't fuck with you. I promise you. You can
Mm.
go into one of those places. Now, if you walk in and you don't even have the towel covering you, and you got your ass crack up in the air, if you don't think they're gonna fucking tug you, you're full of shit.
They're gonna
Like,
obey.
yeah, they will obey. So, and that's your call beforehand. So don't go in there going, "Oh, really? That's what they do?" Oh, come on, what the fuck? No, that's not what they do. And then on top of all that, when it comes down to it, if you let them tug you, you're fucking absolutely 100% fucking instigating the continuation of sex trafficking. And you have to fucking you gotta man up on that. You gotta man up and know that if you're getting fucking tugged, you're creating that industry, you're creating that need, you're creating that fucking whole fucking system, and that's just that.
Okay, I mean, wow. That was it's almost a public service announcement. This is a
It,
PSA like you never have done when you were
dude,
champ as Diesel,
I'm just telling you,
or maybe you
man.
did.
The stem cells got me crazy.
They delivered a good show last week, though.
Oh fuck! I told Tamara the other day. She says, "What's up, man?" I said, "It's like I don't have control. Well, you don't have control of your synapse." I said, "But it's like all of a sudden, man, I'm just sitting down watching TV, and I realize, no, I'm not fucking just sitting watching TV. I'm playing the clarinet, and I'm playing some jazz. Like, what the fuck?
You
Like,
riffing.
Yeah, it's just, man, it's crazy. Even Adam said to me, he goes, man, he goes, yeah. I said, dude, I said, am I more animated? Am I more talkative? Am I more, just, if I'm more cognitive? And he goes, God damn, yes. I'm like, all right, man. I just,
Well, so I mean, it could be the stem cells, of course. You just had the
there's
sugar.
nothing else.
Well, beef tallow, of course. I just
I've
want to
been, but
say
I've
it
been,
more so that we get
yeah,
more YouTube.
but the beef tallow, I mean, I've been addicted to that love for over 90 days.
Hmm.
I mean, I just got the a new company, and I won't go into it because I'm not giving anybody any love out there from a brand name until they give us some love with a little green through green. And but I just got one that's got like face wash,
Hmm.
beef tallow, fucking moisturizer like we use, and the beef tallow night serum.
See, this is good, and I'll forfeit my man card for asking this question. I was thinking because they do often talk about, and I did say to my wife when I said, "You're supposed to put something on your face before you go to sleep." She says, "Yeah, you should." She goes, I don't always do that, but so then it becomes, what do you do? Is it's you don't want anything that's too I don't want to say abrasive, but you're gonna be sleeping, you're gonna be rolling around on the pillow and stuff, right? So you don't
And
want
I
anything
don't,
that's gonna clog your pores or. So go
yeah.
ahead.
No,
Hmm.
I'm just saying that like Adam uses the beef tallow, and he said it was great down here because there's humidity, so it kind of stays tacky on your face.
Hmm.
Where in California, where it's dry, he sometimes has to apply it like a second time during the day. And I
Mm.
told him, I said, I just got this new product. I said, you know, when you go to bed at night, you almost don't want to wash your face because you feel like you have to put that little, like that small, at least around your eyes, where you know where your deeper lines are. I said, I just got this new product, so now when I get done before I go to bed, I'll wash my face with
Yeah.
the tallow cleanser, and then I'll just use the night serum. So I
You do
may
a
d-
full application or just
I
by
don't
your
know because
eyes?
I haven't read it yet.
Oh, okay.
But Tamara brought it up and said it. It came like 2 days ago, and she said it on the counter upstairs. There's like a shelf that's between the sinks and the jetted tub. So it's sitting on that. The
Getting ready for
the
you tonight.
yeah, the box the presentation on these boxes is, it looks like, you know,
Aren't you a mark for packaging?
I think everyone is.
I appreciate packaging. I don't mind when people say, "Oh, you're paying for that when you pay that kind of money." That's fine. Make me feel a certain way when I
Yeah,
open my
no,
present.
you know what, man? I think everybody out there fucking, unless you're a billionaire, is worked for their fucking money. I'm not saying the billionaires haven't, but like they probably haven't. Uh, but I think like the common man, you know, just men in general, because it's 96% of our fucking viewing audience. Uh,
We know that.
yeah, we do know that. Um, and you know what though, the ladies, man, like there's a reason. There's a
Listen, that
reason.
4%, they go hard.
Well, but there's a reason why a woman
Brit.
lights up when she sees that blue Tiffany box. Like, it's just like you look at Louis Vuitton and that the bag that the bag comes in.
Right.
That never gets tossed. When they fucking rotate bags, that other bag goes back inside that brown bag and it sits on the shelf. And
I always keep the bags for nice brands. I have a nice men's computer bag from one of those type brands, and so it comes with the big soft
right.
bag to put it in. And I always keep. I'm like, God, this is great. Even shoes. I got a nice pair of shoes for Christmas from my wife. One of my gifts, and each shoe was
As a little
individually
bag.
drawstring bagged.
See, and you'll do that, but see, like women will keep the
The
box.
box. I can't do the fucking
I
box.
can't do
but-
that, man. You
yeah.
get silverfish all around your house.
Yeah. All the truckers that listen to us on the morning, out on the roads they are loving this episode. Guys, remember beef tallow, and then we have a little serum now.
And the
for
thing
you
is,
for the
on
night-
top
your
of
night
it,
serum
because
when
you're
you
going
climb
to
in the
keep
back of the bed.
you're going to keep the beef tallow with you at all times. If you just decide, man, that you need to fucking yank one, just for prostate health. I'm not talking about, man, that shit.
I bet
It's nice.
Is it water soluble? Like, will you be able to wash it off your hog?
Yeah, you can, but there's no reason to. I left it on.
Oh, just a coating.
I left
that's
it
nice.
on. Yeah, and I actually I was told not to because it does such a fine job with the fine lines that if you leave it on too long, there's a chance you could close your urethra. So you gotta fucking keep an eye on that kind of shit.
And it's not fun when the Doberman goes after your crotch at the airport either.
No,
Because you
not
smell
at
like
all.
Your beef smells like a steak.
I got that coming at him with that grass-fed hog.
Exactly. We're talking about the Rumble, so I wanted to. One of the websites that I was looking at, the wrestling websites, to get some information, was printing the odds, the betting odds, and the Nevada. You can't get action for wrestling in the Nevada sports
No.
books. but the overseas ones, you can. Everything's accessible on the phone now, so who the hell cares where it is, right? So you can get the betting action on some of these overseas sites. Kevin, how on God's creation on this planet can you wager on something that is not an actual contest? Now, they do the Oscar. I know there's like Oscars and stuff, but that stuff is locked. It's done by an
Yeah.
accounting firm and it's locked away.
Yeah.
There's no way for anyone in creative to go,
No,
it's not going to be your night tonight, punk.
I think what happens is, and I think they try to count on that there's so much long-term planning involved. For them to switch up, you're getting $500 million a year from Netflix. Are you really going to fucking change your whole plans to get another 13 mil on a Rumble fucking pull? Nah.
But is the temptation not there? I'm going to be very skeptical when I read a press release from WWE that Paul has named Luigi Scafidi as the new head booker. There's going to be a lot of changes the morning of, or before you go out to the.
What was the character's
what talent
name
is
that
that?
De Niro played in Casino?
Well, the character they call in the film they called him Ace Rothstein, but the actual character who's
Right.
featured fairly prominently for one significant chapter in the forthcoming book Monkey Morales, coming to your bookstore September 9th. The character that he was based on, there it is, pre-order, now available on all your major websites. The actual guy that De Niro was playing was Lefty Rosenthal,
Yeah.
who Monkey did some freelance bombing for in 1967. Yes, so that's
Not including his car.
not his car, but a police officer's car was bombed. But yes, he played the fictional name was Ace Rothstein. If I recall.
It's kind of like doing time in the joint, If you don't fuck around, if you don't move drugs or gambling or you can do your time kind of a little. But once you fucking once you get involved in the game inside, so I've heard, then you've got to like it becomes a situation of okay, you're in the game, and now you need protection, and now you need to go to work, and you need to shank, and
Yeah, they bring their outside world inside as
Yeah.
opposed to allowing the inside to anyway change them. They should look at that as a little A little respite, a little vacation from the madness. I think, right?
Buddy of mine, Mel Clancy, that's a friend of Hulk's. He was with the Hell's Angels. He was a sergeant at arms. Great guy. He found Christ when he was in prison, and
How was he doing there?
he was Hell's Angels.
No, Christ. You said he
Oh.
found Christ in prison. Well,
I think a lot of people do, and I mean, he's not one of these guys that found Christ to get by the parole fucking board. This man found Christ and is a Christian. He's such a one of my favorite people on the planet. I need to go down and see him, but we talked during the last storms a lot, and I was going to ride him out, and I needed that boost of somebody, man, that's got that in with the powers to be.
For
Like,
what?
hey, brother, throw a little prayer down fucking Wilbur by the Seaway. But yeah, but Hulk got crushed in the first one.